What's going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown, episode 262. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
What's up, people? How's it going?
Chris Seeley.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Carlos Romero.
What it do? What it do?
Adam Vale.
I think I need to take a shower this month.
And Brian Monjoma.
What up? What up? What up?
All right, man. We're here a little bit early because American holidays, Thanksgiving, and all that. We'll talk about that in a bit, but we got to talk about something very interesting, man. So some big things, some unexpected things have been going on at the coalition this week. If you guys have been looking at Twitter, some big things going on, right? Yeah, I wouldn't go on, but yeah. So it's some cool stuff. Some staff changes have been going on at the coalition. Some people moving up in the world. So we're gonna do this now. Adam, man, what's going on at the coalition?
Oh, excuse me.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. All this hunky dory. Yeah, we had some changes. I had some changes that were long overdue, and then some other changes that I know were going to impact me, but did. So I went from, as most people know that follow the site and see some of the things I post. I do game reviews from time to time and other things on the site as a contributor. But they reached out to me and we talked, and I'm officially a full-time staffer. So I'll have all my stuff set up.
Congratulations!
They reached out to me. So that'll be cool. Set everything up on that. And so I'll have all my. I'm looking forward to it. Congratulations! It was cool. I got the call the other day.
It's been a little bit of a long time coming for you. I mean, you've kind of
over a year and I didn't realize time flies, but I've been putting stuff up and doing some of the bigger games. At first, it started off where I was just going to write, every once in a while, do a little piece or something, and then I was just filling in whenever they needed to cover some things on the Switch and stuff like that. But then, I'm doing Call of Duty and doing some of the other bigger games, and then doing other like the cabinet reviews and stuff. And then that was it. And Rich hit me up. He was like, yo, me and Mr. Sir Gary, we talked and want to know if you want to come in, get in-house. I was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
We had a vacancy, right?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you heard about that too? Tony, you heard about that shit?
Yeah. I'm being an asshole right now.
And you have some, and you have experience working for a magazine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Before we even did all this podcast stuff, I mean, you were doing, you worked for Yellow Rat Bastard magazine, and you worked for another couple of other things.
Yeah. There was a few other game sites, and then you guys started the cool stuff.
That was cool
a while back, and then I jumped on that.
And Chris, we're just doing that on our spare time, and then now it's like good stuff.
Yeah. So I already talked to Rich and got some things planned for next year. Of course, as you know, we got the wrestling cast, and now I host that. That's the wrestling show that we have over at the Coalition. And of course, I'm a panelist on this one. But we got some other things that we want to do on the site, so we're gonna plan that out. And of course, they also mentioned via tweet, they sent it out that they plan on doing a whole redesign. They're gonna change the theme and the layout of everything. So I think Gary's working on that end. So a lot of cool things planned for the future of the Coalition.
Pretty awesome, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should be cool.
Yo, by the way, because before we started, we were like, because we're gonna do the contest, obviously, right? We were like, let's wait for some people to get in here. We started. There's already a bunch of people in here. You already know, man.
Oh, is everybody ready for some contest?
Yeah, y'all ready for this?
Or do we want to?
See, because part of me wants to be evil and tease, But no, but we said 10:30, so let's do it, man. So yeah, just to recap. So we have a contest going on that's about to end right now, where we're gonna give you guys a free game, and we went on our Twitter and asked you guys which game you wanted. We give you a list of 5 games. We got a lot of replies, a lot of cool little stories here. So now we're gonna pick somebody, and to keep it fair, it's gonna be completely random. So Manny over here, he took everybody's names, everybody that answered. He put them into a little like thingy. Manny, check this out. This is actually kind of cool.
Is our little wheel?
Yeah. So is that everybody? That
misfortune?
Oh shit. Yeah. So I guess that's everybody that replied, right?
That's everybody who replied.
Wow.
That looks cool.
So right now we're gonna spin this motherfucker, and we're gonna select the winner.
Well, I gotta do
Yeah, do it, Adam.
Yo, man, I don't see my name in there.
Oh, it's spinning.
Oh, Excuse me.
And the winner is where's Bob barking, man? Oh, Strap 4K is.
Oh shit! I don't know him. Nice.
All right. This is probably something we could have should have done for because remember we got answers. Let's see what game he picked.
Oh. Whoa.
Wait. Let's guess.
Okay, yeah. Let's guess. While I look at this.
Let me see. Someone named Strap Force.
Adam, you know what it is.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's Call of Duty. I mean, Strap 4K.
Come on now.
Well, what kind of strap are we talking about, though, man?
Oh wait. Oh, if you're going kinky, then I guess Death Stranding.
You know.
Well.
Yeah, leave that name up there for a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I've already found it, and Mr. Strap or Mrs. Strap 4K.
Oh, yeah. Listen, 2019, right?
2019. What they said is Star Wars: The Fallen Order.
Whoa!
Okay, read what they said. It
says it looks like it could be a good experience, but I had to choose Kojima's new art over it. wait a minute.
Wait, you confused me. Well, I'm gonna read this tweet. He goes, Star Wars: The Fallen Order. It looks like it could be a good experience, but I had to choose Kojima's new art over it.
No.
So does he want the Fallen Order? Or
does he want Fallen Order, or does he want?
Death Stranding.
I think he busted out the okie doke.
I think he said he wanted to go Star Wars, but he couldn't let go of Kojima's art style and stuff. So he's going.
All right.
So well, you know what? He's following me on Twitter. I'm following him back. I'm gonna hit him up right now, and I want to see.
Yeah, just clarify. But it sounds like
either way, he's getting a game for free. You know, he's getting a game.
He'll reply back if he. Oh well, then again, remember there was that one time he did the giveaway, and the dude didn't reply back.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
So there we go. At least for now.
Hey, Manny.
Yes.
Reroll that shit.
You want to reroll
What?
it?
Why?
Yeah. I'm giving a game.
Oh, you want to give a game?
Excuse me?
Oh shit!
Okay, we got two winners. This will be one Throwdown, man.
Yo,
plot twist.
So what we're gonna do right now is we're going to remove Strap 4K.
Yeah.
Remove them. And then we're gonna reroll them. All right.
I'm feeling like Oprah Winfrey right now.
All right. You get a game.
Nah, we'll stop at one, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Adam's gonna give away a game now, man.
Here we go.
All right, so we got two people tonight, son.
Two people tonight winning.
The winner is
this is
138.
Hate?
Yeah, Hate
138. Let's see what Hate 138 said.
Oh, this is getting juicy right now, man.
Oh.
What? I don't want any game. I just want to spread hate.
So this is Black Metal Gamer.
Oh, that's Black. Oh, okay.
I'm glad
okay.
I'll say this. I'm really glad he won.
Yeah, Black Metal Gamer is loyal, man.
Black Metal Gamer said Pokemon Sword and Shield because it's been years since I played a Pokemon and I need something to play on my Switch.
Carlos, remember you got to buy him two games, bro.
Yeah, I gotta get him.
Plenty of games to play on the Switch, man. Just playing games.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so
man, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, man. You guys are fucking awesome, man. That's what we do, man. On Throwdown,
Throwdown.
Yeah, man. Badass. All right, so I already hit up Strap, so hopefully he'll get back to me soon. And Black Metal, we can find that guy anytime, man. And also, I just want to say this real quick. Shout out to you, Black Metal Gamer. We know you've had some like personal shit going on, so hopefully this will make you feel a little better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Fucking
awesome, man. Gotta support you because he's a big supporter of us, man. So
he really is. He's always he's always talking to us in Discord. He's always in the chat right here.
I picked up some games off of his recommendations.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good guy.
Remember that beat 'em up that I never heard of, the 99. I can't even fucking say the name of the game. 99 Avada or some shit, but it was awesome. Fun beat 'em up.
So yeah, obviously we want to thank everybody who participated. We want to, just thank you guys for supporting us all these years, man. Like for all these years, and even if like for the last 10 minutes, if you join us, you know what I'm saying, man. We make no prejudice around here. It's fucking great, man. All right, man. So let us commence with the show. Not a lot happened this week because it's Wednesday and it's fucking Thanksgiving week, so not a lot. But the stories we got juicy. All right, so we got to talk about Phil Spencer saying that nobody wants VR.
He's right.
Yeah. So let me just get to what he's saying, and then we could comment on it. But basically, he was doing an interview, and he said at XO19, right? The shit they had. He said, I have some issues with VR. It's isolating, and I think of games as a communal experience. We're responding to what our customers are asking for, and nobody's asking for VR. The vast majority of our customers know if they want a VR experience, there's places to go get those. We see the volumes of those on PC and other places. So that's what he says, which is kind of interesting because a couple of years ago, he did say that Xbox wants to focus on VR and those other stuff.
Well, yeah, he wanted to test the market, but now time has shown that that's not what people want.
Yeah,
that's also it's also pretty similar to what CD Projekt Red said, because the Half-Life game is releasing like very close to the time that Cyberpunk is coming out.
Yeah.
Well, I think I wish Brett was here because he'd give the spiciest take on this, But I think here's the problem. I agree with what he said just based on the Xbox market segment. It's possible that our customers, he specifically said our customers, the Xbox segment is not interested in VR.
Yeah,
but
good point.
But here's the thing: nobody ever innovated or pushed anything on just based on customer feedback. It goes back to the old Henry Ford saying. He's like, if I asked my customers what they wanted, they just want faster horse. Wouldn't get a car.
Yeah.
So the fact that you don't put it out there, I mean, so Connect failed. Nobody asked for that. You put that out there. But you know
what? They stick to their guns because he said the same thing about handhelds. And until this day, we have not had an Xbox handheld.
Yeah, where's the Xbox Vita, man?
He said that's what everybody said when the Vita came out. It's like, all right, where's your offering? It was like, no, we're not going down that road. I'm not sure enough. They never did.
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't need to either because I mean, it is a crowded market, and then as mobile started creeping up, and mobile has expanded, right? He made a smart move. It's like we don't need to invest in this. The market's crowded, and we're not going to get into that. But with VR, I'm a little shocked. Like at least try to partner with somebody like Oculus or whatever, and say, hey, we don't want to take the hit on the R&D. We want to work with you. Make a headset, try it out, make it Xbox compatible. Try a couple games, see how it does. But he just said no. He just doesn't want that.
Wasn't that something that was a rumor like a year ago that they were working with them, that they were going to for the X. That was it when the X would come up. They were like, oh, it's going to have some support for VR. That never happened.
And also HoloLens never happened.
Well, it's still around, just not for us.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. It was at E3 they showed it.
Yeah, I remember the Minecraft and stuff.
Yeah, and then that got privatized. They're like, oh, give it to the military or something. I'm like, so what happened to that? You didn't even do AR stuff, and that looked pretty cool. But they didn't even test it. They didn't even get a chance to go to market. They just killed it. And now he's basically saying no, VR is not in our plans. And to me, I don't care. Personally, I'm not a VR guy. I know some of us aren't. I know Brett is. He'd probably be arguing the exact opposite. Say Phil Spencer's crazy. I don't think he's crazy. I agree with him. So, but I just think at the same time, you can't just use your market segment and say, hey, that's what they don't want. You didn't even you really test it. You just read the tea leaves. I don't know if he put out surveys or whatever. I'm not sure how.
They say I don't know. I know he's going based off the emails because just like I get the emails, they get a lot of fucking emails. Just like I get the ones from Sony, I get ones from Microsoft. It's the same survey shit. It's like, hey, fill this out. I'm one of the guys that fills it out. It takes 10, 15 minutes. But that's one of the questions it asks.
And then
how many VR? There was one that was like, how many VR headsets do you own? And it lists the Steam version. It lists the what was it? The cell phone company one.
The Samsung?
Yeah, the Samsung. It had that one listed, and of course the PlayStation one, and I or none, and I clicked none, and maybe that's what they're going based off of. It's like our market. Well, it sent me from Microsoft a survey, so.
Yeah, but it's hard to. I mean, it's hard to ask for a VR when your console doesn't even offer one. So it's like. You're already isolating your user base for those people who can only afford, or for a lot of people who can only afford an Xbox or an Xbox One S or X, and it's like nobody's asking for VR. It's like, yeah, but how can they ask for a VR when your console doesn't even offer it? Your company doesn't even offer it.
And he can't use the argument that is that's saying that VR isn't successful in the console market because PlayStation VR sold quite.
Yeah, 3 million last time I checked.
Yeah, it's doing pretty decent.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have that like to stand on. He's just saying, "Oh, I'm looking at our market segment." Well,
By the
would you
way,
want to expand your market segment
Yeah,
too at the same time? You know, like the logic doesn't make sense. He's just trying to. It seems to me he's just trying to justify not having VR.
Well, they tried to do that with Japanese games, Japanese JRPGs. Remember Blue Dragon and stuff, and they didn't
That's
sell.
right, yeah.
No, but
You know, so it's like they try.
Xbox is not successful in Japan. Period. They Xbox doesn't sell well there, and they did. Yes, I know they've got Blue Dragon and a couple other RPGs made just for them, and they didn't sell well. But they tried. See, that's the difference. They didn't come out and say JRPGs our segment doesn't want JRPG.
Yeah.
They didn't say that. They tried, and then go, oh, I guess they don't want it. Okay, but they tried it.
Yeah, in this case, like, it didn't even bother. I do want to give a shout out to our friend from Gamertag Radio, Paris Lilly, right? He didn't really like what Phil Spencer said because he felt it was too dismissive. So, but it's kind of interesting. So basically, Phil Spencer replied to Paris, right, on Twitter. It's all on Twitter. He said, fair feedback. I've said publicly, I love how our industry has pioneered AI, physics, 3D, RT, VR / AR, etc. For us, it's about focus on our innovations right now. I've played some great VR games. I've got to play Half-Life Alyx in the summer. It's amazing. It's just not our focus at the moment. And Paris, before that, he said, like, why not just say it's not your focus instead of just dismissing it completely? So I agree with that sentiment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people's problem was like just the way he was like, nobody cares, you know. And unlike Kojima, that was not a mistranslation.
No, but he said his market. He didn't say nobody, like the gaming community. He's just saying Microsoft's thing.
He said Xbox side, yeah. But yeah.
No,
go ahead,
Paris
Chris.
is right. It was pretty dismissive. I give credit to Paris calling him out because he did say that he used strong language in the interview.
Yeah.
You know, he flat out said our segment doesn't want VR. We're not interested in it. So, but you can kind of soften that in case you want to change your position. If before E3, we are fully invested in VR. People are going to be like, what? But you just said a few months ago that you weren't interested in your and your
I think in Final Three, but like, yeah, but now we have this super VR. It's not your VR, it's the XVR. That's it. And there you go. Yeah, that's it. It's all marketing.
XR for Xbox.
All you got to do is watch some Mad Men. Watch season 1 through 3 of Mad Men. You'll get enough of an idea of how this works, and just put a spin on it. And that's it. He'll put a spin on it if they ever go down that road. I don't see it though, unless we get like the VR that we all thought we wanted, which was like from Ready Player One type, you know, wireless, immersive. We get a little treadmill thing going underneath us, and our arms away. We don't have that shit yet, so it's not there.
Yeah. So that by the way, I also want to give a shout out to our friend Puerto Rock, who I'm always trying to get on Throwdown, but he's in Germany, so the times are all fucked up. So
his name, wait.
Do you know
his name is Puerto Rock from Germany?
No, he's originally from New York, but he's like working out in Germany right now. You know how you're from New York, but you're living out in Iowa.
Yeah.
Is he Puerto Rican? Too?
Yes, he is. Yes, he
is.
Yes,
there you go.
Here's the thing though, because when we brought back earlier, when I used to work at Yellow Rat Bastard magazine, I had to go down to Sony Records, and it was for Ghostface was doing some kind of it. But anyway, the opening act was a rapper named Puerto Rock.
Oh shit! No, he's not that guy.
He's not rapping at all. Because I was gonna say, hey, anything's happened. Maybe he moved to
But anyway, the reason I'm shouting him out is because he did a thread of other things that people asked for from Xbox. Right, first thing he posted was the Xbox body wash and body spray. Remember that shit? Who asked for that, right? The second one,
I want the onesies.
Yeah, right. The second one was the grease-proof controllers. Who asked for that shit? Remember the grease-proof controllers? Xbox made a special controller. Like if you're eating fried chicken while you're playing, you won't get your controller. Okay,
it is a good idea though.
It is.
Yeah, if you have hyperhidrosis and your hands again all.
And then the next one he posted, he goes, what people asked for. He had a picture of the new Battletoads. You know.
Hey, Workman got the tattoo.
Yeah, he did. You know,
there's somebody always out there for something.
And then Microsoft no longer adding backwards compatible games to Xbox One. Did people ask for that too? Oh, and the Xbox onesies. Who asked for those?
I did.
And then remember the Xbox like baby doll or whatever? He's like sitting in a little high chair. He has a little Xbox controller. Who asked for that shit? You know?
I don't know what that is.
Or Milo.
Yeah,
I wanted Milo. I wanted my virtual friend.
Or Skittles.
Yo, Milo is like what 21 now or something. You know, he's probably in jail right now.
Yeah, like we don't even know. Maybe would have Milo aged?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's probably like 21 right now, man. He probably got into some vehicular shit. He's in jail right now, drinking. You know, shit is hilarious, man. All right, anything else? Oh, actually, excuse me, I almost forgot. So, Phil Spencer put this shit out. Shuhei Yoshida, man. He clapped back. He clapped back.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he didn't reply to Phil Spencer directly, but literally a minute after Phil Spencer said that, he goes about Sony. We oftentimes work hard to make things that no customers are asking for.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I mean. That's how innovation works. You don't ask your customers. You have to do research outside of that and innovate and then put things out to market. But I mean, I don't get his logic.
They've done it just in different ways. They gave us the Super Xbox One that did all the media stuff. Remember, it turned it into where it can plug in the cable and do DVR. Nobody needed that. Nobody asked for that. They tried. Like you said before, the Kinect. Nobody wanted that shit.
Yeah, but that was the TV days.
Yeah.
I mean, they were trying to get into that shit. That's not innovating or pushing anything. They were pushing the Xbox as a success.
But it was the first Xbox to actually substitute a cable box.
But nobody asked for that. And not only did nobody ask for that, you already have that shit. If you have cable, you already have a DVR and all that shit. You didn't need your Xbox to do that. What I'm talking about, finding new ways for players to experience it. And they tried that with the Kinect. I mean, if you're going to go and Natal and then it became Kinect, and you did it through 2 generations, but you're saying with VR that is actually selling well in the console segment, you could go, nobody's interested in that.
By the way, Chris, sorry about that. Shout out to the guys in the chat right now who corrected us. 4.2 million sales of PSVR as of March 3rd of this year. So
there you go. He can't argue that it's not selling in console segment. Absolutely.
Exactly. It's obviously selling, Shout out to all these guys in the chat right now. I am Tyler Durden. Hold on. A couple of guys here are wishing us a happy Thanksgiving. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Techno Fabulous is the first one. So we got to do to this man, right? Call of Duty. Shout out to him. Shout out to Bergster30 wishing us happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate that. It's gonna be awesome, man. So Phil Spencer. Like me, I didn't really get upset over the comment. I was just more entertained by the reaction to it. People got pissed.
Absolutely.
It shit was hilarious.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not investing in VR. I don't care.
Yeah.
So and I only agreed with he knows his segment because like Adam said, they take surveys, they constantly poll people, so he knows. He has this data. But does that mean that's the right thing to do? I don't think so. And I think he was pretty dismissive about it. Sure. I honestly don't care.
Yeah.
I don't play that way. So.
Yeah. Tyler Durden says that the estimate right now is 4.7 million. I could believe that. And here's the thing. Let's just be real. Sony's been supporting VR longer than they've supported the Vita.
Shout out to Riku.
Yeah, right, Riku, where you at, man?
It's true.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to you, NHL. Good shit, man. Damn. Yeah, what's going on, man? Do the third. Shout out to everybody in chat right now. CK, what's going on, man? All right, moving on here. This is another one. Google is blaming developers for the negative Stadia reception.
Oh, of course.
Like he's throwing the developers under the bus. Like, the reason those games aren't playing out at 4K, this, that, and the other thing is because of developers, not because of us. Come on, man. Fuck out of here, man. So
their whole thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Their whole thing is that they have the infrastructure, the hardware that's going to run these games. That's why they have on all this unparalleled power that we don't have at our resources, at our fingertips. So they're going to provide that for us. All they need to do is run the games in 4K and stream that shit to us. That's all they need to do. So them blaming the developers is like, why? You can play these games on 4K or my PC.
My PC?
Yeah. On my PC, excuse me?
Well, I don't understand the logic. Like, how is the developer for the lack of capability of 4K? The game, all they have to do is make sure the game works and runs properly. It's up to Google to make the connection to you through whatever that you are streaming the game at high fidelity and have low latency. If they can't do that, that's their fault. It's somebody else's.
Yeah.
I just find it funny. It's like, okay, you guys are building this new platform. You definitely want to, I guess, cozy up to developers. But here we go. These guys are throwing developers under the bus. Like, you think they're going to want to stick with you if you keep talking shit like that,
I mean, again, like, to be honest, it's like the worst thing that they release this thing on the worst leg possible. Like, they don't have, like, they didn't pull a Nintendo, Sony, or Xbox and put out like a really hot game to kind of show you what the abilities of this thing were. They just kind of piecemealed a bunch of old games to you and said, "All right, here you go." Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then man, okay. This is what Phil Harrison said. Our boy, Phil Harrison.
Oh, here we go.
Oh boy.
And because somebody on October 8th, which is, almost 2 months ago, asked, will all games run at 4K 60? His answer is yes. All games at launch will support 4K. We designed Stadia to enable 4K 60 with appropriate TV and bandwidth. We want all games to play at 4K 60, but sometimes for artistic reasons, a game is 4K 30. So Stadia will sometimes stream at 4K 60 via 2 times encode. That's not exactly been the case, though. Some games have been playing at 720p or even lower,
Yeah.
Phil Harrison, man.
I mean, I swear, man, that guy literally fails upward. Like, every single thing he touches turns to shit.
It's true, though, man.
It's the opposite of the Midas touch. What's the opposite?
Yeah, I don't even know. We got
the doo-doo touch, man?
The doo-doo touch.
It's like
the kiss of death.
It's like that conversation that that Snake that Big Boss has with Sigyn about a dream that he had about this thing that everything it touched that turned to shit.
Yeah.
It was Phil Harrison.
It was Phil Harrison.
Damn. It wasn't Metal Gear. It was Phil Harrison that made everything turn to shit.
Yo, and by the way, people, we called this shit as soon as we heard that Phil Harrison was, associated with this. Like, yeah, Stadia, man.
I mean, what is this? The fourth time the charm? Fifth time the charm with him?
Yeah, fourth time.
So, like, yeah. I was like, well, at that point, I was like, okay, this does seem suspect because Phil Harrison is involved. And granted, the man is not a developer or anything like that, but he has been known to make claims that don't pan out.
Yeah,
he's essentially like he's a
charlatan.
He's the executive version of Peter Molyneux.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing: whose fault is it that Chromecasts are overheating using?
Yeah, that's huge.
It's the developers, bro.
It sounds like
manufacturing. They screwed up.
It sounds like they never tested this thing on every single Chromecast, thing. They didn't do a lot of different things. They made all these in the lab. Yeah, all these different things work because it's all right there in the same infrastructure. That's why when everybody was all wowed about it, like being on stage, I'm like, why is anybody giving a shit about this? Yes, it works on stage, but friggin' Google probably is doing it in one of their own places that's purely connected to their service.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so, no, like you said, it's a rope-a-dope.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it works here. They had it running on 4K in that thing, right? But then they found out when they finally, apparently, when they let it loose, and now it's just like, none of the shit that the promises that they made work. Here's the thing, though. PlayStation, as I remember, just a comparison. Actually, PlayStation now, as I remember, only does at most, I think, 1080, but it is for the most part 720.
Yeah,
it doesn't run at 4K. So if they didn't make the claim of 4K on a thing like that, I'm sure probably people wouldn't be holding them to that sort of stuff. Like they could have just said they could have just said the walk around answer where like it is capable of doing 4K, right? Kind of like the way they said with PlayStation 4 and Xbox, it's capable.
Yeah.
Of doing.
Yeah,
man,
he said they will. You know,
who's Stadia gonna blame for Chromecast heating up?
right?
Yeah, well,
Chrome-
they're their own people.
Yeah, Google makes Chromecast, so it's like
Yeah,
Man, if it wasn't for Google,
they make their own hardware. It doesn't even run well on the. It's just your own hardware.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like
It's
when
crazy.
people, yeah, right. Like the Google phones, it was fucking up on there. It's like you figure to be working right on their own shit, you know?
I don't know. It just seems like they haven't put enough into this thing, and they just let it loose and didn't really do it. I mean, here's the thing, like, you know, say what you will about the PlayStation Now, it worked when it was fucking launched.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, Phil Harrison, again, for you guys not keeping tab, he was around for the launch of the PlayStation 3, the Xbox One, and now Google Stadia. You know,
And the other one is that he was also the president of Atari at the time that the Ghostbusters game came out.
Yeah,
I
so
think that
it's
was the
just-
only release that they had.
it's like
and
failure,
they fell
failure,
apart.
failure. You know,
wasn't he like Gaikai also or something like that?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, he was,
Had a
yeah.
Gaikai. Yeah, he was at a Gaikai.
but Gaikai, you can't really say that's a failure because that morphed into, you know,
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what.
or it got
I don't
folded
know.
into PlayStation, right?
I
Yeah.
don't know how
They bought them. They just, I remember it's like $200-something million, something like that.
I don't know if he was at Gaikai at the moment they were bought, though. That's something I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But either way, he keeps failing upward, man. If he shows up somewhere to another launch, you already know what's going to happen, man.
They're gonna be like, curse! The Harrison curse is real.
Man. All right. Go ahead, bro.
All we need is for him to be the, you know, part of BioWare when they're developing the new Mass Effect game. It's like, yeah, we know this shit's gonna end. Not well.
Man.
Yo, by the way, right now at GameStop, you could buy the Super Deluxe Edition of Anthem for $5.
Still too much.
Yeah.
Still too much.
Yeah. By the way, speaking about failed games, Battleborn is officially being shut down, being removed from all digital stores.
Jeez.
Pour one out for shit.
Ain't that something? This is the Gearbox.
I thought
game.
that was shut down a long time ago.
Yeah, but like
I didn't
now,
even know it was still going.
now you won't even be after February 24th of next year. You won't even be able to buy this shit. You know?
Wasn't that the one? That was the other one. The other like character-based multiplayer game, right?
Yeah. By the way, just to clear things up, so that's when they're closing them down, February 24th, right, 2020. But you're still going to be able to play the game online until January 2021, right?
Yeah.
But you're not going to be able to buy anything for it or whatever. But this goes back to the shit we've been, talking about for years on this show. It's like, yo, when you buy digital games, man, they could just yank that shit away. You'll never play it again. Who's gonna be playing Battleborn in 20 years?
Well, that's
even as a
what even-
collectible. You know what I'm saying?
But that could be said with those online services. I mean, like
That's
with
yeah,
everywhere
you're right,
else.
yeah.
But the digital games, if you own it, if you bought it and you own it, you'll always have access to it, even if it gets pulled.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Now we don't have to worry about that.
But yeah, the thing with
Well-
Battleborn, it was just trying to be
Well,
too much. Go ahead, bro.
That's not 100% true because I downloaded PT. I can never get that again.
You didn't buy it.
It doesn't matter.
It counts for money. That's what they're saying. They're
Yeah,
trying
but
to.
the point is you can't get it again.
No, you can't get it again. But
Also, I
You
bought
didn't pay for
Scott
it.
Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I bought that.
Yeah, he bought that one.
I can't get.
now then you can fight that. I've purchased a bunch of games that are no longer on service, and whenever I go to download again, it's still there.
The Turtles is not
Ninja
like,
Turtles,
you can't re-download the Ninja Turtles game either.
Oh, I don't think I had
The
that one.
the remake of
The remake of Turtles in
arcade
Time. Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
But yeah, with Battleborn, that's a game we kind of called the failure of as soon as they announced it, because it was just trying to be like fucking Overwatch.
Well, actually, wasn't Battleborn the first one? In fact, I think that
It came before.
predated-
Oh yeah, but I think you're right about that. I think Overwatch just overtook it. I think that's what happened,
Yeah.
and then nobody cared.
Yeah, Overwatch destroyed.
Yeah, it's like which one's gonna? You're right about that. They came out around the same time, but obviously
Yeah,
Overwatch is a Blizzard game. But which one's gonna get more hype?
But Battleborn had the hype in the beginning, but then once the game came out, it kind of just fell apart because as soon as a lot of the systems didn't work correctly, as I remember, and it wasn't that the characters were cool looking, but just the game wasn't very good.
Yeah. Again, from the article I'm reading now, you're right. Basically, what happened is Battleborn came out, right? And then a little bit afterwards, Overwatch came out and just blew out the water. And then, of course, you know, and I just made the mistake right now live on air. People were like, oh, yeah, that thing's just like Overwatch. Fuck that thing. Even though it came out first, you know.
It came out first, yeah.
You know, just like every other, you know, because there were kind of sort of battle royale games before PUBG, but that's like the gold standard. You know, at least it was at that time. Now it's fucking Fortnite, you know. But people still be like, hey, man, PUBG's just like Fortnite. It's like, man, PUBG came out before, bro. You know? It's interesting how that works, man.
And it was nominated.
Was it Battleborn nominated for something?
Nah, PUBG was nominated for Game of the Year, and it didn't even come out of beta yet or something like that.
Yeah, right.
The thing about being popular, you don't actually need to be the first one to do it.
No, you don't.
You just have to be the one that does it the most flashes in the way that and they
Look
get
at Fortnite.
Yeah.
Look at Call of Duty.
Well, no, like Fortnite.
Medal of Honor and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Fortnite totally overtook whatever PUBG was doing. They were the second man down, but hey, they did it the nicest.
Not video game related, but the example I always use is MP3 players, right? People are like, oh yeah, Apple came out with the first MP3 player. No, they didn't.
Oh,
no, they just made it out. Theirs was the most popular. That's what it is. But there was MP3 players beforehand, you know.
Yeah, 2 or 3 Arcos, Creative Labs. They make like sound cards and stuff. Yeah, the Nomad. I love the Nomad.
Yeah, I had that.
Basically a hard drive with a case and a little screen.
Oh shit, that's crazy, man.
That was awesome.
Yeah, man. I don't have any more stories. So
even the Zune predates the.
Yeah, it does.
Zune was cool. I have 2 of those.
Shout out to Zune HD. That shit was pretty freaking good. I don't know if Adam, did you have the Zune HD?
I had the Halo one.
Oh, I had the Halo one too.
Yeah, I still have it.
It's a green. It was like a greenish one.
Yep. It was green, and it was like a little brick. Look, a little brick. Yep. And then I wound up getting an all black one, 128 gig one.
Yo, the Zune HD like came with a freaking OLED back in the day. That's how
I loved it.
Good it was.
I loved it. That
really
screen
good.
with the rotating, it had radio, so I could pick up the radio. Remember that? That was one of the cool features.
That's right.
What happened, Chris?
No, I was agreeing with him. It had you could listen to the radio.
Yeah, that was a big deal because that's a lot of these devices don't support that. Till this day, they don't support over the air.
I don't even know where mine's at.
Probably needs to be reset like 10 times.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Oh shit! I remember there was an issue because the software. They with Windows 10 there was an update and they removed the ability to support it, but then they fixed that. But it was some weird issue because remember when they had Zoom software and that was built in, and then they were like, oh wait, we're getting rid of it because they had that another music app, and then they discontinued that one as well. And then a lot of people were like, where's our? Because it's all when the music store went down, when the Zoom music store went down.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it still works. I mean, I still have music loaded on it, so. One of these days, I'll plug it in and see.
You plug it in, and a bunch of sparks come out of it, like a Star Trek thing.
Oh, shout out to I am Taylor Durden.
Tyler Durden.
Yeah, I am Tyler Durden. Yeah.
I bought an Xbox 360 HD DVD player with King Kong. Fuck my life. Yo, I had that one. I had that one too. It came with the King Kong came with an HD DVD player. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know where that's. The cool thing about that was the little HD DVD player looked like a little 360.
Yeah, and you put it right next to it, and everybody thought this was definitely going to win out over Blu-ray.
But the one thing, the thing that killed it is because they never made a solid decision on it. To be honest, like if they really even if the format got picked up by anybody else, to be honest, it would have been good for Microsoft to still use the HD DVD technology for their games. Yeah, because they would have had the space.
The only thing is that HD DVD wasn't a Microsoft technology. It was Toshiba.
Yeah,
one of those.
Well, I mean, Toshiba's Blu-ray.
Toshiba was behind the HD DVD format.
I know Sony was behind Blu-ray, so in another company. Adam is struggling for something.
Adam's looking for his HD DVD player.
I'll tell you, I know I have a bunch of things. So here's
what is this guy doing?
Hold on. No, this was the iPod with the widescreen.
Oh yeah.
I called this the Fat Boy. This was like a 256. It was a big one.
That shit is crazy, man.
And I think this is it. There we go. Bam. The zoom.
Oh,
There it is.
Excuse me.
There we go.
I have mine. I have
Yeah,
mine.
I got you,
somewhere.
Adam. I centered you here.
No, for myself, so that way I could see on the camera.
Okay.
All right, see? Yeah.
No.
Of course, that'd be crazy if I turned it on. I was like, oh, I just
Look at that 2 cent.
Oh, wait, I just turned it on.
It's got Blink 182.
Did it turn on?
No, I just realized I had it off, but I was like, shit, no. I thought maybe it'd light up. You know what? I need to find a charger. That's the other thing. It had a proprietary charger.
Oh, shit.
So I have to, I know I have it.
The cable.
Because the only thing, that's the thing with full, I have my drawers, and whenever I have these devices, I make sure it's in the same drawer, I put the charger with it, just in case. Yeah, but this was it. Yeah, this is my Halo one.
I remember going into, I don't know if it was Best Buy or I know there was like a store named 4E Entertainment. And I went to go buy like Blu-rays, right?
Mm-hmm.
DVDs, and I just remember there's like an HD DVD section, and there's a Blu-ray section, and someone like one of them had different movies, the other one had other movies, crossovers, and I'm like, yo, man, this is, I don't know what the hell to do. So I'm glad there's only one format now, because back then it was just a pain.
Yeah, so everybody was trying to get their shit off the ground, you know.
Yeah, and they're mad expensive too.
Oh yeah. Adam's still
Because I got all these cables in my hand. I think I found the charger. We're gonna turn this shit on.
Oh,
I don't know. Who knows how long that thing is going to take to charge, though?
yeah.
Well, if it's plugged into the computer, it should just wake up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Does it
that
have
shit.
did it do anything when it turned on? Did it like go?
Yeah. No, I wish. But it had like a little animation because remember they were doing video games with it. They had the XA. What's it? There was some studio, some development group, and they were making games for it, and you could unlock Chivos. That was what the plan. They wanted to have where you sign into the account and you can unlock stuff. But
it's like going to church and when you go into a Halo game.
Yeah. Anyway, man, what games have we been playing lately, man? I'm gonna go down the line here. Manny, what have you been playing lately?
I have been playing. I'm fully into Death Stranding mode now, and I'm still playing Death Stranding. Obviously, it's going to be a slow roll for me. I'm just hanging around in the first area of the map, kind of bringing up the connections with the first 5 areas. The central capital, not city, the western, outpost,
yeah,
and those 2 other places in the Windfall. So I'm at.
I found it.
Hold on.
I'm gonna plug this bitch.
Okay, you gonna plug it in now?
So
If my computer crashes, I'm sorry.
So right now, I did a bunch of things in some story stuff, like you walk down a mountain and it plays a song for you. So I'm at this point, that part of the game where they're telling me to go back to central not city, I'm at capital not city, but I noticed something. So this is the point where you can actually, there's a bike that's just sitting there rotting, and you can actually charge it up.
Yeah.
So finally, I was able to charge it up and do whatever. And I noticed that the way the game is all set up right now, it seems like it turned off all BT encounters, all those ghost monsters that are all floating around in certain areas of the map. They're not there anymore.
Interesting.
Which I think is because they want it to be kind of like like you're Mr. Awesome. You're like, yeah, driving back, right? So I'm using this to my advantage because there's this area where it's called the wind farm, right?
God.
And that area, if you've ever played the game, like it's in a far, you have to go up a mountain and then into a forest that's in this place. That forest is always creeping with fucking BT monsters. Always. Doesn't matter. But for some reason at this point in time in the game, nothing. Purely clean.
Yeah, take advantage, man.
So yeah, what I've been doing is just been doing deliveries for the different outposts to try to get his connection up, and then so because I hear that you don't actually make it back to this area anytime until later on in the game. So I'm like, all right, so why don't we just make these guys be cool with these guys and then just finally move on. So that's what I'm doing now.
Nice. All right, Chris, what have you been playing lately?
Oh, Death Stranding's eating my face.
Yeah.
I've been trying, like Manny, I'm in the second area trying to get everybody's connection to 5 stars, but also what I've been doing is rebuilding the entire highway between all the cities. cities. So I've got 2 of the cities connected, building my way to Mountain Knot City, which it just takes a lot of resources. So I'm constantly grinding on the mules, making deliveries, claiming the materials from them, and then I drive all the way out to the pavers, right, to make each section of road. So it takes a long time. And
That's crazy. And nobody's helping you. These motherfuckers, you're the only guy doing this shit, you know? No one's contributing.
No, I get a ton of likes, because it's like, people drive on the road you built. Probably because nobody wants to commit to this. I've just been building the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And I have not seen a completed section of road in my game. I built.
It's interesting because like what happened in my game, it's like everybody, like as soon as I started started building things, people on, I guess whoever's on your server start to like see that and then start building things of their own. Because like when I first started and I connected a bunch of the places, I didn't see anything, no bridges, no nothing, right? And I started like couple of things. What I did was like, because Keeley is actually really close to the main first area.
Oh, shit.
So essentially what I did there, but for some reason it wouldn't let me go see him. His door was closed. So I put like things around it to kind of tell people like, okay, it's up here. So I put like a tower, one of those towers, to kind of those surveying towers, to like right next to it so you can see it from a distance. Then I put like a rope that went down from the bottom of it so that you can climb up. Anybody who goes there can climb back up it and get to his place. And and then I also put like a little marker thing, like to kind of tell them which way to go. So as soon as I started doing little things like that, putting bridges and things, other people started doing it, which is kind of cool. So like now there's all the little what are those there's like there's rivers that go through everything. There's all these when I turned on the game, there's all these bridges that went over it, a bunch of other things, extra towers, like charging stations that literally line the roads. So I'm like, oh, look at that.
I see those in my game. People build generators and timefall shelters, but nobody's building this fucking highway.
Yeah, for me, like, I built the first part of the highway, and then when I came back, like, most of the first area was built, but after that, nobody built shit, which is interesting.
I feel like I want to do that next. Like, once I get to that area, just start building highway.
Yeah, you could do that. All right, Brian, what have you been playing lately?
I've been playing a lot of Job Simulator lately. I don't know why, but I feel like playing Job Simulator. You get me?
Is that you go from your job to play the Job Simulator?
No, to quote Captain America, I get that reference.
No, I'm actually not playing anything. In fact, I've been reading Gantz. If you ever heard of that. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm close to the end now, and I'm really liking it. It is different.
The story's pretty intriguing.
I'm surprised Carlos didn't jump in as soon as he heard that shit.
Because you don't know what Gantz is.
He knows what Gantz is, man.
I know what Gantz is, but I've never seen or read it.
Oh, so you can't get hyped about it.
Yeah, I can't get hyped about it.
Okay, when you do though, Carlos, when you do. So yeah, I've been just reading that, and that's it. Nothing else. So no actual chain or anything this month.
Damn.
And in case people are wondering, my first Xbox Game Pass game is going to be Crackdown 3. So
then we gotta play. Oh. I didn't finish Crackdown 3. We gotta play.
All right, okay. Man. Anything? That's nothing for you, Brian, right?
No, nothing.
All right. You don't have to apologize, man. That's how it is. Don't feel bad because I know Carlos hasn't been playing nothing.
Brian, did you like the Crackdown games?
Wait, go ahead.
I played Crackdown 2 and I really enjoyed it. No, sorry, Crackdown 1 and I really enjoyed it and missed out on Crackdown 2. So
no, you didn't miss anything with Crackdown 2. Don't worry about that. You go from 1 to 3. 2, don't even bring that shit up.
Anyway, Carlos, what have you been playing lately, man?
So other than chess, I've been playing. So I got on the Switch. I was like, what should I do on the Switch? And then I noticed that I could play. Like I was like thinking, I was like, okay, so I'm paying for the subscription. I'm like, wasn't I supposed to get like free games and stuff? So and then I noticed, and I'm like started looking for this, and then I noticed
you have to download the app, right?
You have to download the app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, so I downloaded the app, and I see there's a Super Nintendo app, and then there's a NES app, and then I was like, okay, downloaded both, and got on, and I'm like, oh shit, you can play freaking Super Metroid for free, and you can play Super Mario Bros. Super Mario World for free. So I played that a little bit, just getting a little bit nostalgic and stuff like that. And yeah,
it supports online too, and you can do 2-player. I mean, we can't talk, but we could play. So like a few of the games that support it.
Like they
want. Oh yeah, we can do it. We'll have to do it this way, through Discord while we play.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So yeah, that's pretty much the extent to what I've been playing. I've been pretty much holding everything off for tomorrow because, I don't work tomorrow and I finally get to play something. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. Adam, I'm going to save you for last because I know you got some shit. For me, I went back to play Bloodstained, man. Because I was at a point where I didn't know what exactly to do, but I was like, I just jumped in there. I'm like, let me go to that section of the map. And it was like a underground kind of volcano area. Mm-hmm. Went through it. Beat I forgot what fucking boss it was, and after that I got the invert ability and everything is open up. So now I'm actually at the final boss. I did fight the final boss, but he kicked my ass. It's like this fucking giant monster with 3 heads. It's like rolling around and shit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, pretty dope, man. I love that game. The game's so awesome. So I went back to that. I finished. I didn't finish it yet, but I did do my review of Shenmue 3. I mean, you know what? Fuck, let's talk about Shenmue 3, man. We got time to burn, Shenmue 3 it's weird because it's like, on the one hand, like, if you're used to playing modern games like we all are, it is a tough pill to swallow because a lot of the gaming conventions that you're used to now don't exist. This is a pure throwback. And I said that in my room, like, this is a pure throwback for good or bad, because if you're like a hardcore mega fan of Shenmue, this is like a natural evolution, because like it's better than the last 2 games mechanically, but it's not as good as a modern game. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's weird. Like, personally, I would have preferred something more like Yakuza, more modern, but it would be weird if the next game didn't mesh with the other. So I can understand what Yu Suzuki was going for. So I can't get too mad at it. It's like, again, you could be objective about shit. Like, okay, I don't personally like it mechanically, but I understand what they're going for, and I can appreciate what he was trying to do, But other than that, I do. It's weird. I don't like Adam. This is one of those things. I don't like the game, but I like the game. Because I like the world, I like the characters and all that. But it's tough, man. But I have to say this too. I don't like some of the grinding for because the thing is, in the game, if you want to level up your martial arts, you got to fight other martial artists, right? Specifically for your attack, right? But you can't fight them and gain experience unless you have scrolls. You need money for scrolls, and if you don't got money, let's just say I probably spent more time chopping wood in this game than any other activity, just trying to make fucking money.
Oh, there's a hustle in that. You gotta grind.
I spent an entire day. I'm not talking about in-game day. I'm talking about an actual physical, real day in the human world chopping wood. And I got to that point in the game. I was like, oh, I gotta chop more wood for money. Then I stopped. I don't want to deal with that shit anymore. But it's fun. It's kind of cool going back to that world. But and I think that's kind of what led me going back to Bloodstained. I'm like, I want to play something I actually enjoy, And Bloodstained is the shit, man. So that's go ahead.
Is that once you start getting awesome in that game, like, you're just running through everything.
Yeah.
Like, you get this one time at one point in the game, you get this like a run, like this crazy run ability.
Yeah.
Where, like, literally just hold R1 and she just and literally you just run through enemies. If you're like super powerful, you just run through all the enemies. You don't even need you can just lightly graze them and they'll die.
Yeah, shout out to Glorious War for the bits there. And yes, earlier on we did talk about the Phil Spencer / Yoshida thing. So yeah, that's all I got. I feel like I played another game, but I think that was pretty much it. Adam, what have you been playing lately, sir?
Shit. Hold on. Well,
what you playing, Adam?
I got it working. Oh,
got the Zoom, baby.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can hear it though, but I forgot how to control the menu system. That's the problem with these. Looks like I don't even know how to back out of this, and there's no touchscreen on it. So, let's see. I finished Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 on the Switch.
Okay.
That was fun. I took my time with that, but yeah, it was a fun game. If you like any of those Ultimate Alliance games, it's the same. everything felt the same. It really didn't feel like they changed too much with that, and that's fine. It's very Diablo-ish without all the other stuff going on. But played that. Borderlands 3, just got into that.
Yeah,
that's kind of fun. Yeah, it's good. I mean, same thing. It feels like Borderlands 2. The story, everything seems the same. The gunplay, which is fine, and so it's not a bad idea that they went back to that format. I mean, it was successful, so just keep going with it. But I don't know. I'll see. Maybe the experience will be different if I play co-op with somebody. Anybody here have Borderlands 3?
No.
All right, there it goes. There.
I'm surprised Brett didn't have it. Didn't he? Did he like that game?
I don't know.
Right?
I thought he did.
I don't know.
Let me see. What else? Playing a bunch of stuff on the machine. I've been loading up Tony Hawk 2, Pro Skater 2 for the PlayStation. Really got into it, mainly because my daughter got into it.
Oh.
She started playing. She's like, wow, this is awesome. She's like thrilled by it, spending like hours on the machine and saving her progress. She's playing as a female skater that they have there, which I never even bothered playing because I don't know. I guess that was me back in the day. I didn't care. I picked my one skater and that's it. Like my main one was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 because they had my favorite skater at the time, Chad Muska, the ghetto thugster. The dude had a boombox. Right? In real life, he would skate with his boombox. And his special move was him grinding on a rail with a boombox on his shoulder. I was like, oh, that's it. So anyway, she's been playing that, and we've been having fun doing that whole thing. And then same thing, like I've been putting that SmackDown. There's this SmackDown 2. They just came out when that thing just came out, but that was the old one. That was a sequel to the first SmackDown game. So I've been playing that. A lot of older stuff. Still playing Call of Duty. Love the Call of Duty. They're constantly putting updates, man. They're going hard with this. They're trying to make sure that audience sticks around. So I got to respect them for that because they're not just like, all right, here's the game and we're off to do something else. No, constantly doing buffers, tweaks, giving free maps, doing different content. They added Kill House not too long ago, which is basically a playlist, and it's got a lot of the fun ones that we like to play, like Kill Confirmed. So if you go right now to go play, you'll be like, yo, they removed Kill Confirmed. No, it's in Kill House. So you go Kill House and then it rotates and it does, and it's cool because they keep it going. It's like, all right, here's your group. You play, boom, 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 and then you can bounce out, as opposed to always going into lobbies and waiting. And so it's just constantly spitting you through. It's keeping it fast paced outside of the game that's already fast paced, which is cool. It's a cool addition. So I'm enjoying that. So trying to think what else. There was something else I was playing. Still playing the Ghostbusters, both on the Switch and on the PlayStation, the remastered one. I'm enjoying that. I like Ghostbusters. Just the feel of it altogether. Called Gears of War. Still playing Gears of War. Hopefully I'll have it done by this weekend, me and my buddy. We think we're toward the end, so we'll see. Get those Chivos because we love the Chivos. And there was something else that I was playing. And I can't remember.
This man's plays so many games he forgets, man.
I do play a lot of games because that's the thing. It's like I'll play and spend some time on one, and then boom, just go. The only time that I don't do that, and even then, it's when I'm reviewing a game. Because you got to put in time to play it. But once that's done, because I was a Thief of Thieves, I put in some time into that. I did a review for that, and then poof, moved on to something else. And then just keep rotating around. So.
Oh, something fun that you just reminded me of right now. I can't say anything more. All I could do is just say I have it, right? Earlier today, Stephanie Tinsley, she runs, she's a PR woman, right? She tweeted out like, "Hey, we're giving out review codes of MechWarrior 5."
Oh yes,
and I was like, let me check my email real quick. Bam. So I never played MechWarrior, so this should be interesting,
Yes, that's same thing here. I have to just see if my video card supports it.
Yeah, because it's on the
PC.
It's
a PC version.
It's a PC,
yeah. I played MechWarrior 2. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah,
that
that's
should be
fun.
cool. So I can't talk more about it, but watch out for my review of it when the appropriate time comes.
Oh, so you are going to do it?
Well, I'm going to review it. Yeah, I'm going to review it.
Okay.
Again, that's one of the cool things about like where I am right now. I get so many games I get to play that I've never tried before. Like this year alone, I played the Professor Layton games. I never played those fun games, so it was kind of
the lawyer ones.
Yeah, I never played those before.
No,
those are the puzzle games.
Excuse me, not Professor Layton.
The fucking lawyer shit, whatever.
Yeah,
I get them
played,
confused. Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright.
Oh, Phoenix Wright.
Never played those before, so that was.
I was about
cool.
to say Professor Layton is pretty fun, man.
Yeah,
pretty.
Well, I didn't own a DS. I didn't play any of that shit. You know, so it's kind of cool. But the thing is, I still feel my like first timer perspective is still valuable. You know, it's like, hey, are you a new timer like me? Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. Read my review to find out. You know.
Well, I think the one thing that you do with that sort of stuff is you don't bash it.
Nah, man.
You know, outright bash it, even if it's something that you wouldn't have played.
Yeah.
You know.
Again, because 9 times out of 10, I'm like, oh, I get it now. Call of Duty. I never played Call of Duty outside of demos. I never played Call of Duty. This was the first year I played and beat a Call of Duty game, and I reviewed it, and it got the editor's choice over at PC Mag because they asked me like, "What do you want to give this game?" I'm like, 4.5 out of 5 because I felt it deserved that. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that score, Adam? You think that's fair? Adam's fucking listening to Zune right now. This motherfucker, man. He's got his headphones. I was talking shit about him right now, man.
Yo, man, Adam, you know, Gears of War is probably not in his top 5 games of the year.
Yeah, it's not, man.
And he's in denial. I mean, like,
he's really not listening to this shit. Oh man. Anyway, before we wrap it up, just for fuck of it, is anybody doing anything cool for Thanksgiving? Brian, you're excluded from this one.
or maybe not. You never know.
Yeah, maybe they have Thanksgiving over there, right? You guys don't do anything for Thanksgiving. It's just a Thursday to eat, right?
No, it's Thursday.
Yeah, it's just Thursday.
I mean, but you guys adopt every other American holiday, so it's like.
Well, but actually, no. Brian is going to be celebrating some on Friday though. Black Friday. They adopted that shit. You know. Why got to be black though?
Yo, man, why gotta be black?
Oh man. So yes, anybody? Adam, look at this motherfucker, man. He's crazy. So is anybody doing anything cool? Hold on, I gotta put the camera on this motherfucker. He's really into that shit.
This is
this character, man.
All right, it works.
Yeah, yo, Adam, we talk so much shit about you, man.
Oh, nice, thanks. It works.
Yeah. Anyway, Adam, you doing anything special for Thanksgiving, man?
Going to my in-laws and having family come over and do that whole thing, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have dinner with my mom. Maybe my cousin, the voice of God, he may show up. See what happens.
No, you got what was it?
Hey, Tony.
I am God. Yo, I tell you, I hate Division 2.
Yeah,
that shit.
Fuck that dude. Bullshit.
Yo, you should have seen it. I went in there. I love 500 gear. I said, yo, fuck this.
Yo, fuck this game.
Quit. I'm done. I'm out. Yo, I haven't turned on my PlayStation since fucking, I don't know, 2 years or some shit. Did I say that? That's bullshit. I did turn it on. I just don't.
Yo, he don't talk that much like that, man.
No, I know. I'm just adding because he's like 2 sentences in that. Yo, fuck this game, but.
Like, what's bullshit?
Yeah.
He got so pissed. He sold the game. He was like, fuck this shit.
This is the shit. All right, so literally, I'm going to go on a little rant with this because this is the shit I don't get with the fucking Division, with the whole Massive Entertainment, the whole team, man, Supermassive. Because here it is, they have their channel. Like every Wednesday, pretty much, they were doing State of the Game, and they would do their whole little outreach and have a live chat on Twitch, and they have a developer talking with the community manager, and they're doing the whole thing. They make it seem like they're listening and they're buffering and doing stuff. Well, people want something to go after. They wanted something more with the gear, and they wanted more with the gear levels and the score. And they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do that. And then all of a sudden scrap it because they said of a low percentage of people that actually hit 500. But then what about keeping your hardcore base then engaged? You're not doing that then. Because now, like us, all people that finish and reach 500, we got nothing else to go for.
Yeah.
So it sucks that they would do that, and they still haven't done it. And they're like, oh well, we don't understand why the install base is dropping. We got some more content. It's because of this shit. And also, a lot of the fun game modes are still not here, and we have a feeling they're going to come in season 2, which of course you have to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
is the rant over?
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
Bullshit.
Oh, I'm talking.
That shit work. It didn't work though. I was listening to music. I might have to replace the headphone jack though, because it has a weak spot on one of the sides. I noticed when I was playing with my headset, my Astros. But besides that, yeah, it turned on. The screen right. Look at that.
Oh, yo.
It's fine. It was an HD screen. That was a big deal with this too, because they were like, because you could do video. And I remember I watched all of Deadwood on here.
Yeah. By the way,
I have Deadwood loaded.
Yeah. Update. I'm talking to Strap. He wants Star Wars for the PS4 digital. I'm getting him right now, man.
No.
It's cute.
Oh, so he is. But then why did he throw in the whole thing with Kojima? See,
listen, our fans love Kojima, man. Now, Carlos, if I go to Amazon, they'll give me a code for this shit, right?
Because
wasn't there like a caveat about that?
No. Wait. This is what you do. On Amazon, you have to click on one that says the digital code.
Okay.
And then they'll send you the code. So just make sure it says digital, because it'll have just a PlayStation and it'll say digital. When you do that, yes, you will get a code.
Okay, no, because the reason I asked is because the last time we did this, there was a little bit of a snafu, with Amazon. I forgot what it was exactly.
Apparently, they didn't have enough fucking digital copies.
Oh, and they still sold? Damn.
Yeah, so we ordered the digital, and then it was like, no, it's the, I don't know what, like it didn't let us. So we're like, oh.
Wait, what the hell? I think the same thing's happening right now. I can't get a digital version of this shit.
I'm trying. So I went to Amazon and for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I can't see a digital version for that on Amazon. And on the Switch,
I'm going to Best Buy.
Didn't Amazon and PlayStation have like an issue at some point?
Yeah,
they
any of the digital versions or anything?
Because they used to have a whole PlayStation digital section on Amazon, and then they just scrapped that shit.
Yeah, I can't get digital on Amazon.
But there's another outlet. I'm on Green Man Games, and I'm pretty sure they still do it. Yeah, there's a PlayStation 4 section here. I'll put the link in the chat. You can get codes here.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll do that after the show. All right. I'm gonna just wrap the show up, man. So yeah, we want to, for our American listeners and viewers, obviously, before even the Thanksgiving thing, we want to thank you guys for making the contest possible. You know what I'm saying? Because of your contribution, we're able to make some scratch and give back to you guys. This is what we do. When we make money here, we give it back to you guys in some way, either if it's with our equipment or literally just giving you games. And it's perfect too. We're giving you a game right before the holiday, so it's like our gift to you. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And obviously, we want to thank you guys. Thank you for the continued support. It's awesome. And we want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys, have fun with the family. You guys eat a lot, drink a lot, fuck a lot, do whatever you got to do, Again, thank you so much, man. Anything you guys want to say to the fans?
Then thanks a lot for all your support. I mean, we're probably going to say this again at the end of the year when we're going to do our special. For this year's the best in gaming and stuff. But yeah, definitely, thank you so much. And it's again, whenever we get something, we're coming right back to you. We have lots of giveaways coming.
This won't be the last one. So for those of you who didn't, unfortunately didn't win, just keep on the lookout. We'll have more.
Yeah, and just a little service thing here. Next week's show will be the last normal show of the year, because after that we're going to do our Game Awards special, where we're going to actually just live broadcast while we watch the Game Awards and talk shit about it. And then the week after that's going to be on the 12th, and then on the 19th, that's going to be the final show of the year. Not of the year. We always got to make that stipulation. You guys are canceling Throwdown? That happens every fucking year when we say that, So that's going to be on the 19th, and that's going to be our Game of the Year special, where we're going to go over the games we liked, and we're going to have our special guest, Mr. Robert Workman, on that one, Actually, nice. I'm going to say this on air too, because I didn't tell you guys, slipped my mind. For the Game Awards special, we're going to have a special guest for that one too. Taylor, she's from the Coalition too, knows her gamings, so we're going to have her on to talk shit with us. So it's going to be a lot of fun,
Good stuff.
Nice. Who's that? Who?
Taylor Nix, I believe. I'm slipping on her last name, but she does some stuff for the Coalition. She also did a podcast with a certain somebody that I'll tell you about off air.
Shit.
You already know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, let's wrap this up, man. What the fuck are we? So thank you for watching and listening. Subscribe to Throwdown on SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. Follow us on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at Throwdown Show. Links are located in the description below. Once again, I was your host, Tony Polanco. Tonight I was joined by Emilio Lopez.
See you later, guys. Have a good holiday.
Chris Seeley.
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
This is
Adam Vale.
Yo, have a great holiday and enjoy the rest of your week. Have fun, people. Good, man. Keep gaming. Keep it
By
strong.
the way, congrats, Adam, on
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
Again,
Adam,
everybody,
man. Fucking awesome.
check out the Coalition. You can see all my stuff up there. Just look me up, and then you put some comments and stuff. So, yeah.
That's what's up.
Oh, I was
Even
talking about.
family people.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Adam.
Oh, that too. Holy shit, yeah. That's it. 62, going strong. That Asian Pearl cream. Remember the Asian Pearl cream? I bought a shitload of that stuff from the infomercials.
Yo, you crazy. And Brian Manjoma.
Yep. Happy Trader Day, guys. Happy Treason Day. I love you guys.
Oh,
Well, no. That's a different
that's 4th
holiday.
of July, bro. That's 4th
That
of
was it.
July.
But you know what? You're thinking of Evacuation Day. Evacuation Day was our Trader Day. That was when all the Brits got kicked out, and then we celebrated that they left in New York. That's a different holiday. That's not.
Yeah, you're thinking about 4th of July. That's the Trader Day.
Yeah. Anyway, so screw it.
We were horrible people. We traded to the. You're right. We killed off the Indians. So
yeah.
Well,
Yo, Brian, but can you kick our ass?
No.
No.
Spit the fire.
Oh man, I love being an American. All right, people, we'll see you on
Living
Sunday,
in America.
man. Later.
Later, guys.
Jesus.
Across the nation.